this is Donna Taggert, the dietitian for Department of Aging and Human Services. I'd like to first say something before I start. For all you who've been watching me for a long time, and I've been doing this since COVID, thank you. You may not realize I wear monovision contacts up to this week. This eye sees far, this one's close and far. Well, my brain's not working good with it anymore, so I'm having to wear regular contacts. And all of a sudden I realize I need reading glasses. So bear with me if I have to put these on because all my notes are like a blur right now. So hopefully I can talk to you without looking at my notes too much. Anyway, March. March is National Nutrition Month. It was founded in 1973 by the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, mainly to help promote healthy eating amongst Americans and help them understand making good, informed food choices. Every year it's a new theme. This year's is Discover the Power of Nutrition. And you can power up your day with eating healthy. What you put in your body, good or bad, can really affect your overall health. And research shows that healthy eating can really have a positive impact on your health. Now I'm going to put my glasses on for this as a list of the healthy benefits they found through research and whatnot through the years. And they have found that healthy eating may help you live longer, helps with stronger bones, helps support muscles, helps to achieve and maintain a healthy weight. It boosts your immune system really good during the time when there's flu and all kinds of things out there. Decrease the risk of certain diseases, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain cancers. In fact, in 2019, the American Heart Association linked close to 8 million deaths to dietary risks, the top being increased sodium consumption and decreased whole grain consumption. So that is just one example and sounds pretty powerful to me. Who wouldn't want any of those benefits, if not all of those benefits? So how do we actually get to the point where we are eating healthier? Sadly, 70% of Americans are overweight or obese, and most U.S. consumers do not even achieve the minimum recommendations for fruits and vegetables, for dairy, for whole grains, and they overconsume added sugars, saturated fats, and sodium. So what do we do? Well, the first thing is you're here watching this, so that's a good step. Come out to the senior centers if you want to and can, because I do dive deeper into what I talk to you on here, So if you want to know a little bit more, come on out and join us. I'm going to tell you a few websites that are great. The American Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics has their own website called eatright.org. Last month I talked about the Heart Association's website, heart.org. And then there's American Institute for Cancer Research.org, AICR.org. And they have a Healthy 10 Challenge. It's a 10-week interactive type program designed by registered dietitians, free, and it will help you get on the track for eating right to at least decrease the risk of certain cancers. But here are some of my personal recommendations. We really need to increase that fruit and vegetable consumption. The average American, 1, maybe 2 servings a day. Far from the recommended amount the dietary guidelines for Americans have put out, 5 a day. I say get even higher. Research shows the more fruits and vegetables we eat, the less chance of certain chronic diseases. 9 to 11, I know it sounds like a lot. You have to be mindful. You can't skip meals. You can't be like, oh, I'll eat it later. You got to be eating fruits and vegetables pretty much all throughout the day to get that many servings. So it's something you got to work for. I don't even think I get that every day, but at least being mindful, maybe instead of reaching for some cookies to snack on, you get a piece of fruit, satisfy that sweet craving, but you're going to add to that consumption. We need to switch out our grains. We really need to be eating more whole grains. It's not hard to figure out what a whole grain is. The first ingredient, if it says whole, it's a whole grain. If it has the stamp, the whole grain stamp, a little thing of wheat, that shows that it's a good serving of whole grains. We just have to be mindful. We have to look at labels. We have to be good at reading labels. I've done talks on reading labels before. I think I'll probably resurrect that and do it again, but you can go back in the archives if you want to look up anything now. We need to decrease our sodium. Oh my gosh, the average American gets 3 times as much sodium as recommended. It's got to be a mindful thing for that. If you, eat out a lot, fast foods, restaurants, you're getting way too much sodium. You're not able to avoid it with that kind of situation. Even if at home, you're like, I'm not going to cook, I'm going to pop that microwave meal in. Most of them have way too much sodium. I recommend if you're doing a microwave meal, 500, 600 milligrams. But beyond that, most of them are so high that's going to it's going to defeat the purpose of eating at home. When you eat at home, you need to maybe make your own foods, watching how much sodium are you putting in it. Don't add the salt to a recipe. Perhaps you lower sodium like broth, no added salt vegetables, things to lower that sodium content. And plus at home, you can manage your portion sizes. We all know we get way too much portions at restaurants and stuff. Maybe you eat it all, maybe bring it home, but still it's able to control it more when you're at home for sure. Added sugars, that's the biggie. That's a big buzzword now. Again, reading labels, looking for things that have zero added sugar are good, but then evaluate it. Why is it zero added sugar? Is there something else in it that maybe you need to be careful of? First of all, the American Heart Association says we should get no more than 6 teaspoons of added sugar for women a day, men 9 teaspoons. If you look on the label, it's going to be in grams. So 4 grams of added sugar is 1 teaspoon. Watch your beverages. That's where a lot of people get their sugar. Sodas, you could, get 10 teaspoons of sugar in a thing of soda. I have an example here. This is, I don't even know, I've had it for a while. They may not make it anymore. But just an example, this is a Snapple. Sounds like it should be good for you. Light and refreshing. Elements, rain, agave cactus flavored juice drink. Well, when I turn around and look at the label, it has 19 grams of added sugar for this serving. So 19 divided by 4, that's about almost 5 teaspoons of added sugar in this little drink. And if you're only supposed to be trying to limit to 6 teaspoons, wow, you're going to be in trouble because there's added sugars in so many things. So beverages are an easy way to just knock out a lot of added sugar. Flavored waters with fruit, sparkling water, try different things till you hit upon something you like. I find just putting a big pitcher of, I use filtered water. I have well water, but I filter it and I put some lemon in it and put it in my refrigerator and just pour from that. And I love it. I never really was a big water drinker, but I really enjoy something like that. So watch your beverages, all those fancy coffee drinks, find out on the websites just how much added sugar you're getting before you order up something like that, because some of them can be really, really high in added sugars. So be mindful, read labels. Use your brain though. The other day I'm walking through the grocery store and they have a new product section. Pop-Tarts. Well, Pop-Tarts aren't new. I've had them since I was a kid. We all know Pop-Tarts aren't good for us. What are they? Sugar, fats, refined grains. We know they're not good. They don't have much nutrition in them. But these Pop-Tarts were protein Pop-Tarts. I was like, what? I know there's a big emphasis on protein now. We seniors need more protein in each meal. But do we want to get something that we need bundled in something that is not good for us? A Pop-Tart with protein, is that really a good choice? Should we be getting protein from some yogurts or some nuts, seeds, healthy lean meats, chicken, thing of tuna fish, some peanut butter on crackers, all better choices than a Pop-Tart with protein. So again, use your brain. Don't just jump on the first bandwagon of a new product that sounds like it might be good. Reading labels, what else is in that food when you're looking at, don't just zero in on one thing. You want to look at the overall picture. Is it a package deal of lots of different nutrition other than, and then we used to call it nutrient dense. I think they still use that term, but is it got a lot of nutrients? Is it powerful in its what it's giving to you, what it's bringing to the table for you? Label reading obviously is important. Reasonable portions, obviously important. It's not impossible to start. Don't say, oh, I give up, I can't do this. Even one little change can be a big help in your overall health. There really is power in good nutrition. So next month I'm going to talk about, can diet help in stress management? Wait and see. See you next month, and thanks for coming out and watching me today. Bye now.